When I got laid off from my corporate job in video production in 2020, I never thought that I'd be traveling the world to make my films by 2022. But none of that happened overnight. And this is everything that I did that led me to my goals. Habit 1, consistency. I lived and breathed filmmaking and put in the time. Since 2016, I've created short films around women in sports. Most were low budget or self-funded. I spent a minimum of 5 days a week working on my passion projects for the first 2 years. I literally planned my entire life around it. I didn't quit my job. I tried to get as far as I could with my filmmaking without losing the paycheck that I depended on. So my friends and I decided we wanted to start filmmaking together every weekend. Basically, I was working full-time, working all night, working weekends, and taking my PTO to make my short film passion projects happen. The first thing we did was make our films. Then we'd post to social media and YouTube and throw events around town. There was one event where I literally skateboarded around LA and handed out flyers. This was integral because I put so much effort into this period of time. A lot of people underestimate how much time you need to put into filmmaking before you become proficient and professional. There are no shortcuts, just a lot of trial and error. If you feel this type of obsession, you are on the right path. Habit 2, building and promoting my personal brand. My first big opportunities came from uploading content to the internet. Local brands in the action sports space started to take notice, and within just a few months, producers working for companies like World Surf League, Vans, and Red Bull were interacting with my posts. These initial interactions turned into paid opportunities down the line. Eventually, a producer from a leading women's sports media company reached out via Instagram. This connection led me to pitching and selling the original concept for my TV show Surf Girls, which is now in its 2nd season. In my experience, mastering social content has been the most effective marketing tactic for me, and I believe it should be a part of every filmmaker's workflow. If you aren't promoting yourself in your work, then why would anyone else? I would also focus on building community. We'd have in-person screenings at local surf and skate shops and even our friends' backyards. We created a moment around it and wanted to build genuine connections with people and create spaces that women in film and sports could come and feel seen. We weren't just making films, we were building a movement around women in action sports. This really felt like we had our first taste of success. We learned about making films, marketing, and how to navigate the business side. It was a crash course in filmmaking that you typically don't learn in traditional film school. Habit 3, timing. Paying close attention to the current state of the film and TV industry is crucial. If the genre of film you're making is trending upwards, your odds increase. I broke through the noise with a mix of timing and conviction in what I was making. Stay up to date with the entertainment industry and adapt accordingly. Be willing to pivot. Some people may frown upon thinking about art in this way, but if you think about it, any successful business is constantly doing market research and building products around that research. It's a lot easier to create a big wave in your career when what you're making is in alignment with the overall industry. Right now, women's sports continues to explode in popularity, so I'm not going anywhere. Habit 4, community and network building. Just 2 to 3 years into filmmaking, I basically knew everyone in the city that was involved with action sports. I continued that by going to events every week to meet new people and network. I started to meet connections that knew my content from social media, and those connections turned into collaborators, and in some cases, branded and commercial job opportunities. Imagine if I never posted. Every single person you meet increases your odds of opportunity. Everyone knows networking is beneficial, but how many filmmakers are going to make it a point to go out every single week to filmmaking events for years? Big opportunities happen in real time. Habit 5, mentorship. The last thing that helped me is I found mentors. I spent time in person getting mentored and learning production. In my opinion, having experienced mentors or peers around you is the fastest way to grow. I was lucky enough to have worked with amazing creatives, directors, producers, and filmmakers who showed me the ropes of branded commercial film and TV production. Not everyone was willing to help, but I kept those who supported me very close. This was a big inspiration behind creating my Filmmaker Accelerator program. Face-to-face time with someone who's already done it is the easiest way to jumpstart your filmmaking career. Do everything in your power to surround yourself with like-minded people, become a part of a community, and learn from someone who has walked the walk. I credit a lot of my success in going the extra mile in these categories, which really helped push my career beyond just learning to make films. 1, consistency. 2, personal brand and self-promotion. 3, timing and market trends. 4, community building and networking. 5, mentorship. The best bet we can make is on ourselves in our own way. If you liked this video, you can subscribe and comment with what you want to see from me next. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you soon.